Hi, Ayesha.
Hi. Hi, Evelyn. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. How are you?
You're looking great anyway.
Thank you, likewise.
DJ?
Yes.
DIY DJ?
DIY, well, self-taught. I got lessons off a girl called Nicola Fox. She taught me for a couple of hours, and the rest you kind of learn yourself. But DIY, sort of, I wouldn't say a musician. Like, I'm doing music production, so.
Who's Nicola Fox?
Nikki Fox. She's a DJ from Leeds, but she lives in Edinburgh, and so I know her through another DJ called DJ Romana, who's a good friend of mine, and they do this night called, what's her night? It's just like all house music, and they do it at the village of Southfort Street. So it's like it's basically an open night for DJs. So I used to go there, and that's how I met all these people, and kind of they not influenced me, but inspired me to start DJing myself. Because it's something I've always wanted to do. Right.
It's quite trendy to be a female DJ nowadays, isn't it?
I think it's just trendy to be a DJ in general.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's all came back, but like everything, you know, what goes around comes around, and DJs are definitely popular right now in the music industry, and playing, you know, like live music and at events, or having a DJ there, or like at shops, as we were saying. It's quite cool, you know. It's hip.
It is, it's brilliant, and obviously the way you look and all that as well, that all comes into play, because it's a whole package, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't necessarily matter how you look at all. There's loads of DJs out there that don't have any gimmicks, and they just literally dress in black, and they're there to perform music. So, but I mean, that's just up to the individual themselves, how they portray or how they present themselves. But yeah, I suppose if you've got, like, I don't know, I'm quite a colourful person, so this is how I would dress to DJ, and this is, I feel happy wearing clothes I feel happy wearing this.
Feel comfortable. And so what kind of music do you like yourself? What kind of music are you playing?
So I play house music, deep house, a little bit tech, trance music, which was popular in the 90s, in the late 90s as well, and sort of like the early like 2000s. I play a little bit trance, but mainly just house music, so, and all the sort of like subcategories of house, so like deep house, or like, I don't know, acid, jazz, there's a lot, you know.
So see, when you're saying you're a DIY, right, so because for me, right, I would just think a DJ just puts on a music, they just put on somebody else's music, but that's not the case. You're doing
I'm doing a bit of both, so I'm studying music production right now, and last year I went to a short course, and it taught me how to use the basics of Logic Pro, which is a music production program on Apple Macs. And so I learned the basics of it, but it's just like anything, it'll take years to master. So I started producing like just basic beats last year, nothing like too exciting, but it was a start. And now I'm just like learning how to do it at college, and it's obviously my work's getting better and better. So
brilliant, eh? What have you got that you think right now that you're quite proud of? What have you done?
Yeah, I'd say just the amount of tracks that I'm able to produce. Like, I'm proud of the amount that since May last year, so like May 2018, I've produced, like, nothing's excellent and nothing's ready to be released, but I've made about 45 or 46 different songs, and mainly house music and dance music, but there's a lot of other stuff that I've made that are like quite strange, or I feel like I'm developing my own style, and it's like kind of like haunted house music. It's not a haunted house as such, but I would call it like haunted house. That's the category I'd call it, because it's got quite a dark feel to it, almost like, you know, the genre like gothic punk, you know, it's got a dark side to it.
Right, wow.
Yeah, although it's good, it's still got, I don't know, it could be used in cinema as well, or like film.
Brilliant, that's amazing. Well, our cameraman here, David, he's a filmmaker, so maybe
maybe you could use it.
Maybe he'll be wanting to use it, yeah. So back at the 80s and all that, like, that's kind of where I was brought up. Like, I love the 80s, and when I go, my friends are always saying to me, "Oh, don't play house music. Sorry, don't play the 80s. They want house music." So what do you think of the 80s?
I love the 80s. Like, there's all the sort of like bands that came out from the 80s, and, you know, Joy Division, New Order, like Depeche Mode, like Bowie. You know, there's loads of different amazing popular artists from that era, and that music was really, you know, it was a first. It was a first genre, and all the new romantics, like, and I don't know, they had a style, they had a look, they went with it, they were quite glam with it. The men wore makeup and they had, you know, dangly earrings or, you know, suits on mixed with, I don't know, just they had their own style and it worked. Yeah. And so to your friends that are saying don't play it, they don't really, they need to like open their mind in terms of like their music, you know, like their knowledge and like what they like, and be more, you know, don't be so critical towards other people's music because like everything, it'll make a comeback. My music's got a certain 80s twist to it.
Is it?
So I'm very, very, very interested in Joy Division. I watched a documentary about them and I liked their song Love Will Tear Us Apart. Like I liked it anyway before I walked. And I liked it anyway before I watched this documentary. And I actually didn't know that New Order was formed after they lost their lead singer from Joy Division. So like I like New Order too, and I always thought there was like a similarity. So I've been listening to one song in particular called Shadow Play, and like I've listened to it, and I'm like, I either want to rework that or reproduce it at college if I can, because we can do that. You know, there's no copyright involved because it's educational purposes, or like do a remix of it. And anyway, the other night I've just been sitting making a beat from scratch from MIDI, like all the different drum sounds and percussion. And I say the beginning's quite New Order, like, well, Joy Division-ish.
Is it?
So so I'm getting like inspired by people from the 80s still, you know, and from different, like, you know, the 70s. There's loads of different music that I listen to from different eras that inspires me or influences me. That I'm full of ideas, you know. It's just
I'll be delighted when I can hear some of your music. Just
well, I'm looking forward to releasing either an EP or an album next year. An EP will be between like 4 and 6 songs, but I'm aiming for 4, with 4 music videos to go with the songs.
What's an EP just for?
So it's just like elapsed play, so it's like just like a short little album instead of like having 12 songs on an album, because nowadays everything's instant, isn't it? We want music shorter. It's not like, say, songs aren't like 3 or 4 minutes long nowadays. Songs are like 2 minutes long because people they want to hear the good bit. And they only want to listen to the good part. So I think 4 of my best work that I've been working on in the past year and a half will be released. So we'll be going for that, for 4 songs with 4 music videos. And then I'm working with other people as well. Like I'm looking to record other artists in Scotland. So I have as well, like I've managed to send some beats that I've made to people in Dundee, and they've like, you know, they've wrote lyrics to them and rapped over it or whatever. And that's fun as well, you know. It's just all a matter of opening different doors for me.
Which was going to be my next question. How are you managing to get through the doors? Is it quite challenging? Are you getting people that's actually a bit negative in any way with what you're doing?
Not really. Most people that like know me and like really know me believe in me, and like they've probably been waiting for me to do something like this, because I'm 35 and like I've just started to do music production last year, and it's like, you know, people could say, oh, you're too old for this, and you know, you should be, you know, people do comment on me like, but I take it for what it is. It's just, you know, no, I don't sweat this. And I don't. I'm too old. I'm a mum as well. You're a mum. I don't know what that means. Like, I'm a mum. Wow. Perfectly aware of that. But yeah, I don't sweat the small stuff. No. And like, people are always going to judge you good or bad. So.
Yeah, brilliant. So where will you take your music? What's going to happen with that? Are you wanting to go on the TV with it? Do you want to actually take it to like a...
That's kind of like an unknown territory right now. I know that I want to release my own music under my own name, which is produced by me, and whether I start up my own company or a label or who knows. But doing the course that I'm doing enables me to see what I'm good at and see what I excel at and what I'm not so good at. So I could go into film. It just depends. It depends like what I like most, because it's endless opportunities doing sound production. So you can create, you know, you can do scores for films. You can do like music for video games, like TV commercials. You know, it is endless.
So you've got loads of opportunities, but you're also very creative because you're a dancer as well.
Yeah, I used to do dancing.
Whole package.
Yeah, I used to do like professional dancing. I didn't really do very much with it, which is one of my sort of like, I get a bit annoyed at myself, but it wasn't meant to be when I was in my teens, and I didn't excel in like going to like higher national like professional like dance training. I only did like a national certificate, performed at the King's Theatre, did lots of little things when I was younger in my teens, and then I did performing arts, so I studied that as well. And I did do some things with that. I did like do like some small roles in short film and television, but nothing came of it. And maybe that was kind of like meant to be.
Did you do ballet as well? Because you still do. Because that's how I seen you on Instagram. That's how I've selected you from. I was like, because I always watch people that I think are really creative and that like. I just thought you were a really interesting person.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Likewise.
That's how I noticed you.
Yeah.
And it was like when you're dancing, you were doing all these. I thought, how can she do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I like to keep fit, so I do a little bit ballet now and again in the house. Like I'll do some bar work and plays just to warm up. And I was taught all this when I was 16, and it's kind of ingrained in me. Yeah. The routines and stuff that I learned when I was younger. It's like I can still remember some of the choreography from like 19 years ago, which is quite strange. It's like almost muscle memory with me. So that'll be used with my like music videos, and all my past experience will be used in a good way. I think, and the ideas that I've had, or like
I think once you've got it, you've got all that knowledge, you've got all that creativity there, that'll just come out as more you flourish. It'll be. So do you want to show me what you actually can do?
Yeah.
You've got your wee pack with you there, eh?
Yeah, I've got some decks, we can have a look.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, me too. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've got the bit about the requests, but
so
is that a bit old-fashioned to ask?
It's not necessarily old-fashioned. The type of audience and the type of DJing that I want to do isn't going to be weddings. I want to perform at like eventually festivals and clubs and maybe like events, or just exclusive nights or evenings or things. So I wouldn't necessarily take requests, no. But I would definitely, if I was asked to perform somewhere or a DJ, then I would definitely ask the person what kind of genre of music they would like me to play. There's so many different genres of house music, so we have like just standard house music that's just like easy listening. I can
see how you're actually loving this, because even just standing down here and listening to music just makes you want to go away.
Oh yeah, it really does. Yeah, and it makes people feel good. Music. If you're feeling down, it can change your emotion. You can be feeling, upset about something, and you listen to a song and it'll lift your mood back up, Or if you're feeling sad, maybe then if you want to listen to a sad love song, it might add to that and make you really down and maybe release some built up emotion, tears.
Why do you have earphones? Because
so this headphones, so this is so I can like load another track. So like so the headphones, I'll start listening to another track and I can load it and I can hear it without the audience hearing it. So it's to beat match, so I can get the beats per minute in time and I can find the right beat so I can mix it smoothly into the next song. So that's why you have headphones, not to get in like be ignorant or whatever, so we can hear the next song that we're playing, so we can line it up to play the next one. So.
And I guess another reason not to be interrupted by people coming up and saying, "Can you play?"
Yeah, I mean, I've not played at many clubs, but I have had that experience of people coming up to me asking me, and I was like, no, I'm sorry, but I mean, I tried to accommodate them. But if they're asking for something that's going to really change the whole vibe of the nightclub, no, I'm not going to do it.
Brilliant. Who's your favourite DJ? Like, who's your top?
Oh, I have loads of. I mean, I love like Solomon, Nina Kravitz, Peggy Gou, like Patrick Toppin. Like, there's so many. Like, there's an endless amount of DJs that I like, and they're all different. They all bring something unique and different to the stage that they perform at. And a lot of the DJs nowadays, you have to be a producer, so you have to do music production, and not you don't have to. But it goes together, goes together really well. So that's what I'm doing. And
would you like to work in Scotland, or do you want to work like?
I'd love to work. I'd love to do something special in Edinburgh. Incorporate like some sort of Scottish sounds into my music as well, and see what happens. But I'd like to travel as well. I'd like to perform all over the world potentially, if possible. But I'm just learning. So there's so much to learn. So these like filters if you listen, you can change it.
Absolutely loving it. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Lovely. It's been a pleasure, likewise.
Thank you so
Evelyn,
much.
for your
Thanks
time.
very much.
Thank you.
Want to keep playing, so I
Yeah.
can just sit over there.
Take it away.
Get myself a glass of wine and start dancing.
Yeah. Some
Cheers,
champagne.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.